Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Taking this game, we are back with Metaphor Refantazio. We have more questing to do as we await the path to open to Brilehaven. We're gonna do some dungeons, and then we're gonna meet up with some of our companions. So let's see here. What quest do we got?
Okay, what's the plan?
Let's see, check requests. So we've got for the relic search, a noble's legacy. This is the one in the oh, this is for Stroll. We can do that. Then Malvern's ring quest, and then the haunted heirloom, which is in the mausoleum. So I think we're gonna go to Gran Trad.
Now then.
So we're gonna work back to the capital.
It's your call.
So we're gonna
Let's
do
move.
that. So, Stroll, the fish market dude, is in the cathedral area, and that's the same area that the entrance to the mausoleum is connected to. So now we're in the cathedral. Assuming that the quest does not take up time, we'll be able to do both in one day.
Welcome.
Alright, here we go. So the fish guy's calling for us. That reminds me, I had business with the fishmonger. I should talk to him.
Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome, welcome. One and all, this is just like a shop dude, and he's got like all this fish next to him. If it's swam in the rivers and seas, I've got it here, and it's all fresh as the ocean breeze. Apparently Stroll's father frequented the fish market. I know he was doing a doting parent, but would a count really do his own shopping? The Count of Halia? And just how do you know such a great man? You're acquainted with his son, really now. I hate to break it to you, lad, but you're an Elda, and the Clamar nobles aren't really known for befriending your kind. I'm saying I'm looking for his inheritance. What are you playing at? Even if this is some matter of con, I'll make it known far and wide, especially if it concerns the Count of Halia. He saved my skin once a pain-in-the-arse noble started making accusations about my produce. He happened to be there and stood up for me. From what I gather, he was only in the market to find a souvenir for his son. Fancy that, a noble buying things himself. And I'll say, like father, like son. Blimey, you really do know him, don't you? Well then, I know another merchant you should speak to. He did a fair amount of business with the Count. That day, he said he had an appointment to meet his merchant in front of the Grand Regolith Grand Cathedral. Odd that he bought the fish first, eh? Alright, so there should be another guy we can talk to. Maybe this guy? Oh yeah.
What do you want?
What do you want? So this guy's in a little bit fancier clothes. He's got like a robe kind of with a vest over it, like a cap over it. He's got an older dude, has a beard, gray hair. What do you want? You're not one of my clients, and I only do business via referral. Stroll's father went to meet a merchant for the regular Grand Cathedral. Could this be him?
So foolish, it arouses great pity.
Indeed, I was acquainted with the late Count of Halia. Oh, is that so? You say you know his son, do you? The Count was a truly honorable, upstanding man. I doubt any son of his would associate with riffraff like you. The merchant is still suspicious of me. What should I say? Did his fish stink? I can't think of a way that to use that information to sway the situation in my favor. If my imagination was visionary, I could steer the conversation in a way that would earn his trust.
And what?
Alright, so he tells me to go away. So it'll be a little while before I can advance the quest line, unfortunately. However, I can still do the thing in the cathedral.
I'm just incredulous.
And once I get to building up to level 3
Heading out?
Royal Virtues, we'll be able to do that quest. So there's a guard outside the cathedral. I'm gonna talk to him. Nervous soldier. Ugh, those blasted noble idiots. How am I supposed to gather mortis skulls from the skeletons now? Damn it, I'll say skeletons.
The gold.
Oh, do you make a habit of eavesdropping in on people's private monologues? Well, it's not like it's gonna change my fate either way.
Hey.
You were talking about those skulls earlier, right? Why in the world do you need one of those? There's no way a fairy and Elda could ever empathize with the plight of a man like me. An Elda with the fairy, hold on, don't tell me you're the ones who put down that mess in the Grand Cathedral. I must admit, it's hard to believe an Elda could be that skillful, but rumors about you are even a little bit true, then you might be able to do something for me. I need someone to bring me more mortis skulls from the Grand Cathedral's mausoleum. I'll say, sounds interesting. You'll really do it. You're a lifesaver. The mausoleum's a complete den of monsters, so there's no way in hell I'd ever set foot in there myself. All I need you to do is bring me 8 mortis skulls. I understand the nature of this request is rather unsavory, but I have my reasons. At this rate, I'll get the death sentence for sure, huh? I can't explain it now, but I'll give you all the sordid details once you bring me back those skulls.
Please help.
So, I need you the goods by July 30th. Your success determines my fate, so be sure to help me before then.
Let's give it a shot.
So we'll be able to do 2 quests at once. We'll get some money and a brigandine, which is some armor. That said, I guess we can't let the guy get executed. If you want to stop by the mausoleum, I wouldn't be against it. So we can do 2 quests at once.
Should we go in?
So we're gonna complete both assignments in the cathedral, in the mausoleum. The magla is as thick as always. Since we're back here, we should try and hurry and take care of that request we got. The army still doesn't have enough manpower, so let's lend a hand. So when we came in here before as part of the main story, there were doors to the left and right. There were like metal grate doors, and they were locked.
Stay present and
in this case, they are not locked. We see all these. It's a mausoleum. We see all of these coffins.
I'm sure you'll find a use for it.
And our enemies, we're facing a lot of like undead enemies. So the chests are like stone.
Enemies up ahead.
The slime, the green slime things are there. We have to find all of these skulls too.
We got just a bunch of come on. We should be fine.
Unfortunately, let's see.
What now?
What are our? So do we? All right. So we are building up.
Let's push through. Keep an eye out.
I got one of the skulls. So it was a skeleton who jumped off out of a thing on the wall. The green slime enemies are really weak, so I can take all them out easily enough.
I knew I could count on you.
So
On your guard.
If you see a use for it, I say take it with you.
and we've got another skeleton to take out.
Imagine that would be of use.
And we got another skull from him. We're level 24, so I don't know the exact threshold, but when once you're a certain number of levels higher than an enemy, you can take them out. I don't know if it's like 3 levels or 2 levels or what.
I don't see anything we can't handle.
On your guard! Come on! I can feel my power grow.
Strolls, Swordmaster leveled up
Right, we did it!
to level 10. We can see stuff below us, but I'm not quite sure how to get down there. Alright, we've got a root split. 3 different ways to get through. So, you know, it's a mausoleum, so it's like a church-like place, but it's gloomy and not nearly as well kept as the cathedral itself. And a lot of coffins and other creepy things like, you know,
That was the last of them.
lit candles and get all the treasure we can so we can sell it later.
Looks like they found us.
More skeletons are coming out to try and get us.
Stay safe for the time being.
Nice find.
Got 3
Looks like
more
it
of
could
the
be useful.
skulls.
Great find.
Got every enemy we can. Always
I knew I could count on you.
every bit of free, easy XP possible. It's always a
we got
good
them all.
thing in a...
We'll be safe for a while.
Alright, we've got stuff in the way, but...
Come say hello, treasure.
Oh, and we put up some stuff in the way, and we get to find a treasure chest. The treasure chest is over on like a little platform overlooking. We got a blaze igniter, which I think gives us like a stronger fire spell than whatever the thing they gave us at the very beginning when we enlisted in the army.
Come
More
say
treasure
hello.
here.
All right. Incredible.
Balm of Life. So it's always nice because those cost a lot. At this point in the story, it's like 5,000 reeve at the church. We got a skeleton here we can take out.
That will find a use for that.
So we get the skull. Alright, we've got a Magla Hollow here so we can save, which we'll definitely do that. Always good to...
How about a break?
That's true.
I think this is probably taking me close to where the boss is, but I don't know. I think the boss door in this dungeon is locked, and we have to find a couple of keys to get in. If I recall from when I did this
Let's go.
a few weeks ago.
Oh no. Looks like they found us.
Got lots of enemies here. We're in another. So we've got. This is the area I was looking for that had all the enemies that I could see below me on the bridge. On the middle level. A lot of enemies. None of whom we really want to fight. Some of them are like, they're either enemies that are immune to physical attacks or magic. We're stronger than all of them. So being able to just take them out is just easy points.
They saw us. On your toes, everyone.
And it's not a lot per enemy, only like a few points. But, you know, they add up.
That was well done.
So, and the way to actually get all the ultimate
I'm
weapons in
sure
this
you'll
game
find
is
a
to
use for it.
master every single archetype with the different characters. So, like, each character has their own ultimate weapon.
Great find. Keep it.
I don't know if I'll do that. That kind of feels like a New Game Plus kind of thing. Where it's like if you have the... Because when you get New Game Plus, they save your progress with everything else. Alright. So, I think this is one of the main ones. Alright, we got a chipped key, the lower half. Yep. This sort of looks like a key, but it's only part of one. It's not useful as is. Considering so, I went through the effort to move it to the... stored in a treasure chest. There's probably a counterpart somewhere. Let's go look for it. So we gotta find both pieces of the key. I have locked the door. Shut from the other side. Alright. And we've got another Magla Hollow here. Kinda interesting because this dungeon isn't that big. But whatever, we'll take it. This one is just, I think it's similar to the ones in the cathedral. Well, yeah, no, in this case, it's more like wooden tables. It's a little more. We gotta red carpet, and then we've got some shelves in the background that have just like supplies and stuff
Let's
that
go.
you would use, you know, like pots and things like that that you would associate with like burial rituals.
Don't think we can win a fight here.
Expect no quarter!
Stay clean, everyone.
Now accept your fate! Rancor!
Let's go. Wind.
We got the red slime enemies,
Power within.
and then we've got the green slime
Power of
enemies.
life. Last one.
Great job.
Power of heroes.
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak
Face
spot.
me! Some darker arts!
So the red ones, I guess, are too strong for us to just rush
Okay,
through.
I don't think there's any more backup coming. Let's keep moving.
Okay, we got an unscathed triumph, so
Want to rest a bit?
alright. Now we're back to this room that had the 3 different doors. We just came down the north door, so now we're gonna go through the south door. Skeletons are now popping out of some of the
gold, I suppose.
various coffins.
We cannot avoid this fight. Stand ready.
Step in the right direction.
Hey, good one.
They saw us! On your toes, everyone! Watch out! You've been spotted!
Impressive as ever.
I knew I could count on you.
Impressive as ever.
Let me see if I have all the skulls. Yep, I have all 8, so that quest will be done as soon as
Nice.
and we find another chest. It's a broken igniter, so I guess we can try and get that fixed. And a bunch of skeletons pop out to ambush us,
Really?
but we just take them out easily enough.
That was well done.
Watch out! You've been
So I
spotted!
guess there's a lot more skeletons in here than you actually need to defeat.
All right. How's that?
We got another chest here,
On you.
and this one is also in a similar looking spot to the other one. We got the chip key.
Mayhap.
So this too looks like a key. The shape reminds me of, oof, I think I know what to do. Let me borrow that for a second. I'm gonna try putting the 2 pieces together. So Gallica puts the 2 key, and we got the inner sanctum key.
Right.
Done and done. We just had to put the 2 together. We should be able to use this now.
However.
Alright, so now we're gonna try to head down into the inner sanctum. I unlocked the door. And hey, we've got plateau, and then we've got a door that has the black magma coming out of it, which means that we don't want to head in there without saving first.
Yep.
Alright.
I don't like this.
The magma's really dense up ahead. Something might be there. You ready? I'll see. Let's
Yeah.
open the door. So we open the gold door. I mean, a lot of this stuff looks like just like a much more like underground version of the cathedral. We've got the big purple crystal, and there's like a ghost zombie-looking thing floating in the air. It's got all these like skulls on it and things like that. Is that a ghost? Well, I guess we're in a crypt after all. There's even melancholia crystal here too. Calm yourself, and remember this death is that death is a passage through which none return. 'Tis more like a monster which has undergone melancholisation.
I see.
So this was the dark presence that Gallica sent. Perhaps we have the crystal to thank for that. The strange changes afoot in the crypt as well. Let us avail ourselves of the opportunity to shatter them
However.
completely. Looks like it's not going to be that simple.
Get ready.
Here we go. So we've got 3 skeletons. One has a sword and shield, one has a spear, and one has a bow. And then the monster is in the background. It's like a floating old dude with like skulls around it. It's got like a human head with a beard, and then like this robe is like all red, and so I think Dark Sword probably. Okay, I guess these things resist.
Win! 3 left! I call upon royal power within!
So, I think
Oh, holy light!
You hit their weak point.
So
Is
that,
that for all we strive for? But
You kidding me?
oh, and Skeleton resists light. Oh, I forgot Skeleton resists light. And he cursed all of us. Or all of
Captain,
He
get
cursed.
hit with a head. The attack? He's getting hurt too.
My partners.
And we're repelling, and the boss repels Slash. That's not good.
only a flesh wound.
So first, oh, our guy recovered. Our main character recovered from curse.
Magic Seeker!
So
Scout, let's finish this! Okay. Now, what's the play?
we're gonna use a. Well, actually, no.
save
I'm
this.
gonna have
No
Stroll
holding
use his
back.
light magic.
The power of light! Let's wrap this up!
Observe the enemy.
Because that will give me another press turn.
There!
I can revive Heisme.
Oh, power of
See.
kings.
And actually, Dark, unlike a lot of games where Dark were undead monsters,
Hulkenberg's been hexed.
Come forth, royal soul!
Fun.
Wind!
where undead monsters either absorb, reflect, or nullify Dark.
The attack.
They don't in this game. So let's see here. The purified tea cake will cure
This
curse.
calls
I'll
for one
use
of
that
these.
with Stroll.
With blade in hand!
And I'll have
This should help.
Hulkenberg use it too.
I'll use what I must. Some darker arts.
And he uses his dark magic. Lifesteal. It absorbs about 100 HP from our main character here. But we're going to be able to do more damage than that. So, and Stroll's got a light attack,
You hit their weak point.
which will give us a bonus turn.
Prevail! Oh, bolts of lightning!
And the ghost is different from the skeleton, so it doesn't nullify lightning. And I get the Seer's Earring and the Weekly Blood Staff. And all of our archetypes level up, as well as Stroll and Hulkenberg's normal leveled up.
I shall rise to the occasion.
Magic, strength, and
I
luck.
continue to grow.
Strength and luck as well.
I'm still getting
And
stronger.
we get our main character gets a healing spell, and Hulkenberg got a pierce attack. And we attack the crystal, it cracks up and chatters. We got the necklace. We managed to take it out. Huh, what's that? Oh, this could be the trinket the noble lost. He said it was a memento of his wife, so let's take
I'm
it to
heading
him.
back.
Well, that guess that just about wraps up our reason for being here. So, no reason not to claim any unclaimed treasure on the way out, take out any enemies we skipped on the way out. I'm not gonna spend my time just wandering around the dungeon grinding, because that's not really the way I like to play, and I don't find it to be, and I'd rather keep things moving. But, you know, we're not gonna skip out on anything intentionally if we don't have to, although it looks like we've made it pretty close to the exit already, actually. Let's see, is there anything I missed? Oh, yeah, it looks like a couple things. And there are a few enemies left.
Not bad.
There's a bunch of soldiers here. They're gonna tell us they're really scared of all the stuff that we just killed, so there's really no point in talking to them. Yeah, it looks like maybe there's one area we didn't explore. Okay, I might check back to see if I mean, there's nothing in this dungeon that like would really seriously hamper my ability to complete the game, but no reason not to check back anyway.
Alright, how's that? Come on! Let's push through!
Got all these green slime
You are
monsters.
struggling to do well to
They're just easy EXP points. And we can head down this little path that I didn't notice before. And we are going to have to do a battle here.
Strike! Oh, power of kings! Apologies! Would you finish it?
win!
Swordmaster! The power of light! That's one!
Magic
If I say so myself.
Oh,
Focus right, got them right in their weak spot.
Some
We got the red slime, and we take it out with magic, so we get that unscathed triumph that we always want.
Victory's ours.
They dropped a Maglapil, which is always nice, because those are pretty hard to get until you get to the end game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, we got a hero's... Okay, well, it wasn't the end of the world, but hey, it's 1,000 free archetype EXP to give to somebody, which we'll always take. We'll take that. We'll take those.
We cannot avoid this fight. Stand ready.
I didn't know I had it in me.
Minds will win the day. Heal if you must.
Very impressive.
Exemplary. Would seem they are off our trail for the time being.
Let's
Push through!
Blaze at the ready.
Alright, how's that?
I've got a feeling you need healing. That rhymes.
Okay, go. She says that quite a bit, too. What's the fastest way out of here at this point?
Let's push through!
Hanging in there? Not tired, are you?
Are you feeling okay? Just
Probably
making sure.
going back the way we came in to get that last treasure chest. So...
We've put some distance between us.
This way.
We are
I mean,
spotted.
it's not the end of the world that we're taking a little more time in here. Because it's more points, more EXP, which is always good. That can help on the margins when you're in a dungeon and you can't
If you are struggling,
leave.
That'll do it.
Hey, no discussion. On your guard.
come on!
Take it slow.
It's actually going down will help us go up. Because we're about to cut back through the boss room. Which will then take us back to the way out. And then we can leave. Alright. Now we head up and out of the mausoleum. First we talk to this guard here. What? Whoa, hold on a minute. Are those the mortar skulls? Don't tell me that you brought those for me. I say I brought them for you.
Excellent.
I'm not dreaming at my... I really don't have to die. Will, I'm so relieved.
See now.
Are you going to tell us why you needed the mortar skulls now? Well, you see, there's this weird fad among the nobles right now, where they think placing skulls in their homes will ward off disaster, but normal ones are no good apparently. It's got to be one of the specialty marked ones from the mausoleum, or they'll supposedly have no effect. Completely daft, right? A noble with more money than common sense demanded that I bring him the skulls, said I'd be sent to the gallows
No
if I didn't.
kidding.
Seriously, that's ridiculous. I can't believe they made such an outrageous threat over a silly superstition. Yeah, I thought the nobles were supposed to be a little more, you know, noble, or at the very least smarter than that, but lately they've all panicked. I think that whole Grand Cathedral fiasco reminded them that it doesn't matter how much the coin or influence they got, they can still die just like the rest of us. With leaders like this, I doubt anything around here is gonna settle down and go back to normal anytime soon. Anyway, thanks to you, I managed to escape with my life. Here's the reward I promised.
Mission accomplished.
Alright, we got our 3,000 and the Brigandine. Thank you. Thanks, young Elda. You really put your life on the line for a complete stranger like me. I'm sorry I ever doubted you. Alright, and now we can leave
What do you think?
We can call it a day and head back. Rest is important, so we're gonna grab something. So next time we're in Gran Trad, we can give the necklace to that guy. I'll probably just do it tomorrow because it doesn't actually take any time up. Back to the Martira Tavern.
Speaking of,
So all our characters are eating at the tavern, including Neris, who doesn't always come with us to the restaurants. We recovered the necklace in the mausoleum and belonged to a noble, and we should return it with haste. The entire mess has affected a great many people. It's all such a shame. All the more reason to fulfill our goals so that further tragedies may be averted. He's probably real eager to get it back. Let's deliver it to him before we forget.
The deadline is...
It'll be a few days until the road to Brilehaven is restored. Why don't we make ourselves useful and see if anybody needs our help until then? A fine idea. Doing some good deeds is sure to earn us more support. Of course, we could also help ourselves by further developing our archetypes. Well, we suppose we ought to turn for the night once we finish our plates. I'd say we earned our rest today. Good job.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Why 9th?
All right, then.
So we got 8 days,
All right.
so...
Where to? Where to? All right.
I think I
Where
could-
to?
I have a reportable request.
You have my thanks.
So we're gonna warp to Gran Trad.
everyone is here.
Now then.
Let's. It's your call. Let's move.
Go. So we'll report the quest to the nobleman, get that out of the way. It has a timeline, so that means even though I did the quest, if I don't report it in time, it still won't pan out. So we'll just report it now and be done with it. No, that's Stroll, and I can't do his quest yet because I need more imagination. All right, here we go. I see the yellow check mark on the.
What?
So we got the nobleman, the black jeweled necklace. Don't tell me you found a proper warrior to retrieve it. I'll say I did it myself. Of all the people, it had to be a worthless Elda. I've never seen your face before. You're the youth who helped restore the order during the attack on the Grand Cathedral. I apologize for my earlier behavior. The things I said, I can't even imagine what my wife would think if she heard me utter such discriminatory nonsense. Allow me to reminisce for a moment. My wife was a researcher in the king's employ. She had such wit we would talk for hours, endlessly discussing the country's future. She was kind and noble. Frankly, I never deserved her. In this necklace, it was the object which she treasured most. Wow, I never would have guessed. I'm glad you were able to bring it back
Thank
to
you very much indeed.
You have my deepest, most heartfelt thanks. Here, the reward I promised, accepted as a gift from both of us. Unfortunately, I'm running low on funds, so this is the best I can do. Forgive me.
Mission accomplished.
A haunted heirloom. So we got a piece of armor, some money, and some courage. It says, after being given the necklace, a memento of his deceased wife, the noble apologized for his previous words and expressed gratitude, giving us a reward. There's our money.
All right.
And our 4 points of courage. Courageous young Elda, I shan't forget your kindness for
And
as
I'm
long as I
off.
live. Now that I have this memento, I have some closure about my wife's fate. I should return to the countryside now. I bid you farewell. And he leaves to go home,
All right.
wherever his noble house is at. Alright,
Let's
now
go.
we can go back to the Gauntlet Runner. And we're going to do the quest for the
Are we
dude
departing?
with the suit. So we're actually going...
Now then.
We're gonna head down to
And right there is
the
the woman
abandoned
doing the
tomb.
abandoned-
This is where Kukulis wanted us to find a ring for him, is it? I guess it's a tomb for some dead noble fun. Wanna go? I don't trust that man as far as I can throw him, but we do need to recover Grace's dagger. On the bright side, the rumors say the tomb robbers haven't picked the place clean. We may come away with more than just a ring. Now that I think about it, Gallica says, we didn't ask him from Martira about this place. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Let's go back to Martira then.
It's your call. Let's move.
I like having the information. It's always nice and useful to have that.
You have my thanks.
We head back to town. We're gonna go into the restaurant. Talk to the informants. So, buy on inclement weather. Oh, prizes of the abandoned tomb. All right.
Oh, I bear good tidings.
You've heard rumors about the mountains of treasure. I think you'd best stay away. There's sure there's treasure there, but it's home to some strange monsters as well. One that poses the real danger there is the treasure monster. That said, I can only guess at what it looks like. Apparently, they'll put you to sleep. You're in for a real bad time if they attack you while you're snoozing. Rumor has it there are some accessories that can prevent falling asleep. They sell them at the Gloom Hall shop over at Gran Trad. Also, the beast is said to be drawn to money. Some witnesses claim they were able to escape it by tossing coin at it. Now, I've heard that somewhere out there are skills that use money. If you had one of those, I bet the fight might go smoother. Lastly, it's called a treasure monster for a reason. As I said, that carries some particularly desirable loot with it. If you get a chance, you should try stealing from it. Okay, so...
What now?
Heisme, and we're going to research merchant.
I see. Fascinating. This right here. All right.
This is Brigitte's. Merchant has attacks that use gold instead of HP or MP to cast. And it... Eventually, once we complete Brigitte's story, we'll get the upgraded version, the Tycoon. O worthy heart, tempers anxiety strength. If thou is prepared to disavow martial might and support society from within the shadow of coin, I shall bestow upon thee the soul, the soul of the merchant. So in the merchant, it looks like it's like a big fat guy with like a turban and a beard, and like in his body, robotic body, it's like open. You can see inside his stomach, and it's got a huge treasure chest with gold in it. I am by no means averse to such power. I shall make good use of it. So, all right. So I'm not going to change. However, I am going to have Heisme level up the merchant.
My power swells forth. Steady effort is key.
Yep, okay.
I have retained my edge.
For now, I'll just level it up to level 10. And then I can have him inherit skills. And I'll just inherit the gold attack.
I'm just incredulous.
I've got a bunch of people, but I either don't know where they're at, or I don't have the royal virtues, so we're just gonna head on out to the dungeon.
You have my thanks.
And it's gonna take 2 days to get there.
Everyone is here.
Then we go to the map, and this thing is straight south of Martira. And actually, there's a candidate's gauntlet runner in the way. It's not the pink one, so we know it's not Katharina. So we'll see who it is.
Should be a good...
Yeah, but it's your call.
And that means that we'll have a fight on our hands, but we'll get some experience and stuff from it.
Of the man in Martira, the gauntlet runner makes its way southwest of the town. The mysterious individual could very well become a source of new power, though they have yet to quite grasp that.
What to pick?
I'm gonna hear a voice.
Sorry.
What am I supposed to do at a time like this? Alright, so Hulkenberg comes in. Alright, so if I have to... So I'm gonna talk to her since... Anytime I've got a bond that I have to do on the road, I do it immediately, because...
Are you free?
What will we do today? Whatever the specifics, should be prudent to set our time... use our time improving our chances of building our strength. I apologize for being so absorbed in personal thoughts. As a time like this, I'd like to talk them through. If you lend in yourself, say it. I'm glad to lend in here. Alright, thank you. In truth, I feel I've come to a decision.
And then...
You recall we talked about my one-time compatriot Rodanth. I've decided to challenge the Knight Commander to a duel. I seek only to correct him, but I know he is not a man easily persuaded by words alone. We are warriors. As such, it is only through battle that he will be shown the error of his ways. I'll say a bold move. That's quite a bold move. Certainly, I realize that anything more underhanded would surely backfire. It could not have ended any other way, really. To that end, any knight who prizes their honor would never risk the shame of refusing a challenge, and my would-be opponent is a knight commander himself. Were I to throw down the gauntlet in public, he could scarcely deny me.
Say.
Do you recall the broken sword from the other day? It sparked a realization. This is a problem only blades can solve. And indeed, in tally of our previous bouts, we stand even. This seems a fine opportunity to settle things once and for all. And I'll say, well, you've got this. I know you can win this, Hulkenberg.
Thank you.
We still have our mission to complete. Rest assured, I cannot lose. I will accept no less than victory. And besides, I would duel Rodanth for the people, yes, but even more so, I would take measure of myself. He is single-minded as much as now as he was then. Once he decided on rising to the knighthood's peak, indeed he did. By whatever means necessary. All I eschewed familial honor to pursue knightly calling, and when that was lost to me, I sought the prince. My shifting purpose has weakened the path beneath my feet. I have been long mortified by the truant that I saw in the mirror. Long did that feeling fester in my heart. But no longer do I stand ashamed. My path, however serpentine, has led me to you all, and the woman I am today.
If so...
Excuse me. A lack of doubt does not make one strong, nor does it make one right. I shall face him headlong, surpass him in ability, and right his ways. And I'll say... That's admirable, you show him, or I know you can do it. I'll say I'll know you can do it. I know you can do it, Hulkenberg. Indeed, I am not the woman I was, and as proof thereof, 'tis only right that my foe should be Rodanth.
Say.
I have a request. I want you to be my witness for the duel. I'll say I don't mind.
Leave it to me.
Right, I'll do it.
Thank you.
I'm grateful. I had faith you would accept. But the duel must be fair in all things. No matter what happens, I ask for your impartiality. I can sense Hulkenberg's strong resolve and extraordinary trust. Rank 6.
Witness my
Scion's Merit.
I'm victorious.
Increases the skill inheritance for knights to 3, and when in reserve, Hulkenberg will gain experience at a normal rate.
All right.
I shall propose the duel to Rodanth in the days to come. Call upon me when it is convenient for you. And in the meantime, I've many preparations to make. 'Tis a hungry business, all this thinking. Fortunately, I've just the thing, my prize cache of tender fermented meat. You would be hard-pressed to find meat this soft, pungent, and ripened anywhere else. Here is a token of thanks. Take some, I insist. I declined Hulkenberg's offer as politely as I could, and we made our way back to the others. And I get 1,400 magla for it, which is most of what I spent on that merchant.
Hello.
Oh, you lot! Time to muster. We've got a runner headed our way. So we look out the windows. God, that boorish runner has got to be Goddard's. Horizon Star. That firebrand thinks he can decimate our craft. Come on, count on Nearest to know the other gauntlet runner by sight. But when he says decimate, that can't be a good thing, can it? So we see the very tip of his runner. Indeed, we must allow him to damage His Highness's runner. Let's go.
You're young. Too young, in fact. A greenhorn like you is years, centuries, from deserving a land runner. You'd be the rapscallions who crashed the opening ceremony. A young man like you, our king. Ha! Laughable.
What's your problem?
The name's Godard, the rightful heir to the throne and the voice of the rogue tribe. Tax the young, bankroll the elderly. Those too old to work will know prosperity under my rule. You little jackanapes will kneel before your betters and elders, and if you will not, you will be made to kneel. Prepare yourselves!
Try a bit of this! As
Norris pushes a button and some cannons pop out, and they do about 10% of his
We
health.
don't want
So-
your vision of a world built on callous sacrifice.
Demo Man Godard, he's the one that has like the brown jacket, black pants, like a gray-white shirt. He's like an old dude, because the rogue lived
accept
for...
your fate.
So,
slash!
I'll not lose to young rapscallions.
Scour!
he resists, let's
Will
see.
rise.
Let
Step
justice
aside,
prevail!
youngsters.
So if he resists when? Maybe he weak to lightning? Yep, that's what I thought.
I show you!
Formidable injury.
He's hurting now, he's bending over.
Whippersnappers need to learn respect for your elders. Who do you think kept this kingdom together after the war? Take this! Suffer!
So he used a single target ice attack and then a wind attack that
Let's go!
missed one character. Alright,
hold on.
I just use a regular
Still
attack.
up?
Meddling!
I'll cut you down!
Little! They die hard!
For all that we strive for!
Lightning. Alright, we beat him in the duel.
Remember, we all grow old. The blade you hold to my throat will be at your own soon enough.
Nobody's trying to massacre the elderly, you old goats. We want equal happiness for all, young and old. God above. Look, we'll not kill you here. How's that for respecting our elders? But mark me, this will not happen again.
Far too naive. But I suppose that's the luxury of youth.
We got 850 EXP, 250 Archetype EXP, 1500 Magla, and 2750 money, and we got a Sage's Pill, which I think that's a Magla, an MP item, and we rank up about 200 spots. So we're now ranked 456. Oh-ho, bally good work out there, lad. No one's getting their hands on this ship under your watch, eh? Now full speed ahead, no delays for us, not if I can help it. And we reach camp.
The Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at an encampment as darkness overcomes the wilds. Nightfall, the time of hunting for monster kind. Even with the Gauntlet Runner, it is no time for travel. As monsters come more alive with every breath, the thirst for adventure is quenched.
Now we're in the camp. Wasteland Camp.
Alright
So
then.
it's like a kind of, it's a prairie looking thing, but it's pretty dry. Alright, let's see here. So we can do Wisdom with Nuris. Tolerance.
Now then.
So I can talk to Heisme. Not while we're on the road, of course. Gotta keep my eyes open in case we attack. Perhaps once we're back in civilization. Shadow Guard training. I should speak to him when we return to town. Have you a free moment? I'd like to make the most of our journey. I'm going to spend time standing watching him. Is it care to join me? We might encounter enemies. I bet waiting patiently for them would raise my tolerance. So I'm going to do that because tolerance is one of my stats that's still level 1. Indeed, glad to hear it. Been a while. So Heisme brought his tent with him, and it's now on top of the the lookout tower on the top of the Gauntlet Runner, and that's where he sleeps at night. When we sleep in the little beds inside. When I was at the Shadow Guard, my sharp hearing meant I was usually put on watch duty. At the time, my Most of my missions were confidential, the kind of thing that never becomes public knowledge. Even now, I can't go into any details. But I was desperate to protect something important to me. That's what it was all about. I'll say it must have been difficult.
Really?
Well, that was all a long time ago. Now just another memory of my youth. Maybe I'm still a desperate man, but my heart feels lighter now than it was then. Perhaps the difference is having comrades I can trust. And I'll say I'm glad to hear that. Glad you can trust. Yes, it's all thanks to you. Perhaps if you do succeed one day, if you do manage to build an ideal country of kindness to all, then I would protect that land with all that I have. I believe we two strive for the same world. I would gladly fight for it, not in secret like I did in the Shadow Guard, but as a true official knight. It really is possible. If it really is possible, nothing would make me happier. I'll say I believe in you.
Yeah.
That's true.
Thank you. Even if it's only a dream, your faith helps make it feel closer than ever. Is it thanks to you that I can speak so freely? Is it with lofty ambitions? Had we never met, I'd never have considered any of this. I believe you have a talent for showing others the light, and I say that as one who fell deep into darkness. That's a rare quality. So I can say thanks for saying so, I'm not sure, or you're such a charmer yourself, so I'm going to say thanks for saying so. Hearing you say that gives me confidence. Thank you. People of such character are few and far between. I shall rely on you even more, Captain. I have rather dragged this conversation on, haven't I? It's a good thing that all remain quiet out there. Wait, this is quiet no more. An enemy comes. Prepare yourself. This one's out of the ordinary. We'll defend our position to the end. Let us take our first steps towards a new dream. And he gets in like a combat stance. And it's one of these elements. Eurus hits his button, which shoots the cannon.
Face me!
So it's a blue elemental.
Formidable indeed.
I won't hold back! Scout!
And we take it out. And the elementals are the ones you really want to get that unscathed with, because you get a huge bonus from defeating them. And Hulkenberg's Magic Knight levels up. We prevailed somehow. I decided to take a breather with Heisme.
Good grief.
Phew, they set us off. They're off us, and that's how we want it. All thanks to the Watchmen, eh? The runner is safe, and we learned a valuable lesson in the process. Good experience all told. You're welcome to come visit again if you'd like. Sense that my tolerance has increased from patiently standing guard with Heisme. Fortunately, not all the way up just yet.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
July 10th.
What to pick?
Alright, so we can do Courage with Stroll. I don't think I can... Or we can read a book. Pride and Persuasion. This book outlines useful conversation techniques for convincing others. I'm almost done reading it. Nero's probably left this in here. Let's take it a while. If I read this, I'll gain more eloquence. Shall we spend some time reading this book? I'll say read the book. I think this will level my eloquence up, actually. Apparently this book teaches you the ways to ensure others will agree with you. This next part puts things into practice. Even if you follow the techniques explained so far to the letter, some people will still refuse to budge. Fancy words and calculated suggestions backfire on these types because they're guided by emotion rather than logic. For them, the most effective thing to do is plead with them, tell them coldly, treat them coldly, yell with them, plead with them.
Look at that.
You could start pleading for their help.
Amazing.
That's exactly right. It says to keep saying please until you wear their patience down. I guess it boils down to brute force in the end. I feel like paying close attention to the art of persuasion has increased my eloquence.
Now then.
So we get 4 points. And that levels us up to level 2.
Eloquence.
Eloquence. 'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, fill thyself with words from the heart to win the trust of the common folk. A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. Still, persuading everyone is a monumental task, which makes sense. Everyone has their own values and way of thinking, after all. With that, I finished the book. I feel like my understanding of the world has deepened. And when you finish the book, you get an additional 4 bonus points. So, hey, that's 4 points towards level 3.
The party finally arrives at the abandoned tomb. It is said an affluent aristocrat is entombed here. However, if true, his only visitors these days are tomb robbers, seeking his wealth. Are the rare blades and shimmering jewelry merely a trap to draw in more victims? Or something else entirely?
Alright.
Now then.
Well, we're here, though I'm not too keen on that being the place we're exploring. We're here for a mission, not to seek amusement. This is where we search for a ring, yes?
Gotta get back on track.
That's right. The sooner we find the ring, the sooner we get Grievous' dagger back. Although, where do we even start? It is history. It has history now. I expect it won't simply be left lying in the dust. We won't know it until we head further in. I sense signs of monsters, so let's be careful. We may find some other nice treasure in the nobles' graves. I don't love grave robbing, but so I'll think of it as recycling. 'Tis well we looked for useful items, but let us not stray too far. We are returning to town by
Here we
nightfall.
go.
Alright, let's lead the way. Alright.
Okay then.
We're exploring this area today. Everything ready? I'll say let's
Let's go.
go. Alright, so this tomb, let's see, what does the aesthetic in the tomb is... We've been in a dungeon.
Hey,
Hey, Gallica, do you have any idea where this ring is after might be? I'll check, but I don't sense anything. Nope, no good. So this is similar to the, like, ruined manor that we went into for Brigitte to kick off her quest line. Do we recall that our objective here is finding this ring? I'll bear that in mind. Will, lead the way if you would.
Hail!
The weak foe shall only exhaust us, and I'd rather not camp for more than once. Alright, so there's a man staying at the wall.
Now what am I to do?
Man staring at the wall. The wall feels off, but it won't budge when I give it a push. If I try pulling on it, is it just a regular wall? Somebody's really captivated by that wall, huh? So we go to the right, and there's like a weird-looking wall. This wall's got a weird pattern on it. I can sense something coming from the other side. This may be a room behind it. The door. How do we open it? Alright. So I think there's some kind of a contraption, I think, that opens it, if I recall. So this is, yeah, it's the... Oh, and the other thing about this dungeon is it's like the home of, like, there's more of the treasure box monsters in this dungeon than any, basically any in the entire game.
Still standing, I see.
I'll use what I must. Mandible bearing.
I'm tired. So sleepy.
are you prepared? The power of light.
Rise and shine!
All clear. We press on.
All right.
Big bad accessory, but this is not the ring we want.
It's all clear. Clear.
This is not the one ring. So yeah, it's like brown, light brown, like sandstone, and then the floor also has like sand on
We
it.
can avoid
Let's
light
push
here.
through. We
Alright,
have the
got
edge.
skeleton enemies, but these are stronger ones than the ones we see in the tomb. They got like red shirts on.
Win. One left. Sword master.
Captain.
The power of light.
And
Magic
they're
knight!
not weak to light.
Oh, shards of ice!
Woo, not too shabby. Let's keep this up, everyone.
That was the last of them.
Well, well.
Spike gloves, so those are for...
It's all
I
clear.
want to use a brawler type character. I did not use brawler much in my last playthrough. So yeah, just more Sansom, like put up torches. And yeah, we're we're gonna be fighting enemies in basically
I'll use what I must.
most of the chests.
Come forth, royal soul! I shall vanquish evil! Oh, holy light!
Hit their weak points. Keep
Come.
it up, Stroll.
Oh, shards of ice!
Now accept your fate.
Money attack.
Formidable indeed.
It wastes one of their actions with the money.
They won't hold back!
But so unfortunately, that is not enough to get us an unscathed triumph.
Good. A clean victory.
So we took a little bit of damage, but not
We
much.
found something. There you go.
Scrap metal.
Ah!
We got this.
Come on!
I think we can avoid a fight here.
Zombies.
Cat!
I knew I could count on you.
So these are maybe soldiers that either were guarding this place or that investigated and got killed and turned into zombies.
I think maybe we should try moving things. Enemies up ahead.
You've no time for prayers. Some dark abode.
Oh, these zombies are weak to dark. That's
Only
interesting.
two
I shall vanquish evil! The power of light!
Magic Knight! Oh, shards of stay focused!
Face me.
We took them all out.
Maui! Keep your energy up, everyone.
I think we're in the clear.
Gotta be something here.
I get the feeling we could move something if we tried.
So there's a switch somewhere. The question is are we on the wrong side of it? Because we've got these pits that we can't, like these gaps in the floor. It looks like there's like a waterway of some kind that goes through here, and we can't jump over that. So
Everything's pretty standard.
can't climb back up that way. I recall this dungeon taking me a fair bit of time the last time I did it. And I'm trying not to play with guides. That's gonna cause me to do something on my phone the whole time. And I don't want to do that. I had to do that for a couple of things in Final Fantasy VII.
If it's useful, I say
Found
grab
it.
it.
Found a tunnel we could go through, so that will take us to the next thing.
I bet we could move something near here. We're so lucky.
Twinkling Crystal is all stats +2 accessory.
Wait, I think maybe we should try moving things.
Unfortunately, appears that we are on the wrong side of the wall. Not help.
I bet there's treasure around here.
I'm gonna have to go back down to that other place. So many places to go. This ladder will take me down to the other area, but that area, nowhere else for me to explore down there.
Yep, we're safe here.
Anywhere else for me to go in here.
It's all clear.
Not lost in it. Yeah, this is one of the more annoying side
There's
dungeons.
probably something movable. I get the feeling we could move something if we tried.
So the wall's got a white outline around it, which means it can move. But the switch, unfortunately, I believe is on the other side.
I bet we could move something near here. Hey, maybe there's something to do here.
Already been that way.
This could be our chance.
Some of them!
Calm, everyone.
Face me! Some dark hole! Next!
Hold back.
Now let's finish this!
Only
No
two
holding
left.
back.
Stay sharp.
Die hard.
Magic Knight! Stay
Got one.
focused.
Pokeberry
Never
got
let
this handled. What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone.
To ever greater heights!
Victory is ours. And safety hard won.
See, you know, I see a ladder to go up, but it's nowhere close. But I have no way of getting over there.
Sounds crazy, but something's around here. Gotta be something we can do here.
Impressive! Your trading has paid off.
We found a way in. There is a chest here, but it definitely has a monster in it.
Your face me!
Isn't that the chest?
The freedom.
Magic Seeker!
I shall sword master.
You hit their weak point.
Oh,
Keep
power
at it,
of heroes! Our worthy foe after all!
No, sorry.
Why, hello there, treasure.
I'm tired.
It's my main character's sleep.
So sleepy.
Are you prepared? The power of light.
Magic Knight!
Take it out. Remember, these things are just like monsters that are literally crawling out of treasure boxes. And agility and strength here.
A new power to wield.
And Stroll gets another attack.
All right.
Amazing.
Magla injection, which is like a larger Magla potion. All these zombies here.
Come on!
Like a lot of them. Running through like a passage, tons of kills.
Staying alive isn't an contest. Heal if you need.
Impressive. Your trading has paid off.
Looks like we lost him.
Paul, I said there was a large ladder across the way. We got to it. Actually, we encounter the enemy that was the boss from the last quest is just a regular strong enemy now. It has a much lower level of health though.
Oh, holy light!
Hit their weak point. Keep it up.
Oh, power of heroes! Oh, shards of ice!
Rancor, that's one!
Only one more magic seeker them off.
A tough one.
Are you prepared?
Magic Knight! Free! They yet cling to life.
Petty curse!
Ice Mage, don't attack
Mustn't
anyone
settle for the easy way.
not have.
Not now. No.
I don't have anything
Now
to cure
accept
cards.
your fate. Nothing worse.
So much for that.
Magic Seeker! Win!
That's
I
the
think
last
'cause
of
I
them.
didn't take any
The way is
damage.
clear.
Yep, since he went for status ailment over.
A halfway decent result.
I admit, it feels good.
I continue to grow.
Since he went for status ailment over.
Right now.
One of my characters should have the. Yep, here we go. I forgot I upgraded his job, and so I did not.
What now?
I have to bring over his skill that will heal status ailments.
Comes.
Nice.
That's lovely.
So it seems like all the chests that are on like little altars, are not monsters, and the ones that are not. And there's 2 hallways in this area, but they're both blocked off by doors I can't get through. So
You found something.
I just gotta go back the way
take it
I
with us.
came.
I don't see anything we can't handle easily.
Push through!
We'll be okay without healing.
Is there a
Right?
staircase? Oh, a ladder behind me. Okay, I did not see this.
This is bad. They're on to us.
Your death will be swift.
That elemental.
Would you finish it?
You gotta take that out in 1 turn or it'll run away. We want all that
I don't think
magma and
there's
money.
any more backup coming. Let's keep moving.
Not bad. That'll do it.
Would sure be a pleasure to find some treasure.
Found a gold beetle. I think there's an NPC that collects these and will give us stuff if we turn them into him. We haven't met him yet because he's in the next city that we're gonna go to.
It's all clear. I'd say we're even.
Red
This is our chance!
skeletons.
Oh, power of kings. Good. Yes.
Magic Seeker! Win! It's too late!
I shall vanquish evil. I'll cut you down.
So Joel can do heavy
not too
physical
shabby.
slash damage
Let's
to
keep this up,
everyone now.
everyone.
And that's enough to overcome
I think we
the
got them all.
skeletons resist
We'll be
slash.
safe for a while.
Oh, that's not half bad.
Oh, some kind of a weapon that I can have appraised.
Stay
Another
vigilant.
one of these ghosts.
These ones aren't messing around.
Cartridge. Rejuvenation bell. Medium HP recovery every turn in battle. So that's not bad.
Yikes. I think we're in a little over our heads.
We've got a little, and then we've got our tooth friend here. Talkative tooth. Ha! Hey, you there? Are you confident in your agility? Well, it's here again. Any more sage advice, little tooth? The more agile you are, the more your attacks hit, and the more dodgy you get. And when you're running away from enemies, you gotta have agility to book it. And you'll be able to act before your opponents. And when you want to steal from enemies, agility will help you line your pockets. All this to say is agility is real important. See, ain't I a sweet tooth? Yeah, I know. If we meet again, I'll let you in some more tooth tips.
Come
I
say
love the tooth
hello,
puns.
treasure.
Let's push through! This battle's ours. Let's go!
Some dark keep your guard.
Magic Seeker! Stay sharp!
One for the count.
I shall sword master.
Oh, holy light.
Hit their weak point.
Magic Strike! Freeze!
Face me!
Only one
Vitus
left.
power.
Finish the boss. We're clear.
Alright, since the ghost dude is stunned, we get another round of
Hit their weak points.
attacking him, which will let us get an unscathed try.
Magic Seeker.
And we take him out.
Woo, not too shabby. Let's keep this up, everyone.
Let us carry this fortune onward.
Get a staff out of it.
so myself.
That should do it.
Oh wait, there's a door I can go through over here. Yep. Alright, so we've got a dude we can talk to here. Pallid Adventurer.
You're not serious.
Oh, you listen to me, you. I know this sounds unbelievable, but I was almost eaten by a treasure chest. Thought I'd finally struck it rich, but as soon as I stepped closer, its mouth unhinged and tried to swallow me. But if I wasn't quick on my feet, that thing would have been that thing's dinner. If you came here looking for treasure, watch out. I think I'm done with treasure chests, at least for a while.
There shouldn't be anything we can't handle.
Come on.
We
We
got
strike
one of these
first.
skeletons.
Death will be swift!
Finish him off.
The freak won't hold back. Two remaining.
I call upon royal power within! Oh, holy light!
Let justice prevail. Oh, shards of one remaining.
Hulkenberg.
Some darker arts.
Alright, we got them all down. It's always a good thing.
What a finale. Keep your energy up,
Sometimes
everyone.
attacking them will cause their stun to heal early.
Power wells within me.
Rings of protection.
Alright. So, Hulkenberg got
Steady
a
effort is
passive
key.
to increase dark, and then Heisme got Mudun, which is a medium dark magic attack, and his thief just maxed out.
I think that's all of them.
So, I need to do more of his quest line so that I can get more of his mainline jobs, because his mainline jobs are like by far his best ones. Alright, so
Would sure be a pleasure to find
there's
some treasure.
a massive, gigantic treasure chest right in front of me. That's definitely not suspicious in any way.
If you intend to take risks, all right. How's that? We found something. Well.
Balm of Life.
Everything's pretty
This
standard.
treasure and when Gallicus scans it, it's glowing red, and there's a save point next to it. So we'll record my journey.
Yep. Would sure be a pleasure to find some treasure.
Let's see. Where does this take me?
Looking pretty good.
Upper level.
No. Looks like they found us.
So all these enemies are really weak though.
Don't push yourself.
You found something. Let's take it with us.
Right.
Right,
Now
settle
time.
this quick.
Get in there. Finish them off.
Some dark cleaner.
Let's go.
No chance against high.
Win. Let's finish this.
Only 10 enemies left. Stay sharp.
I step. Oh, power of heroes.
Nice work, Hulkenberg.
Face me.
Take out more skeletons.
Great work, everyone.
Remain steadfast. Some foes still draw breath.
Oh right, I know where I'm at. Okay. That hallway where Gallicus said there was a switch, but we were on the wrong side of the switch. We are now on the right side of the switch, so we can now.
I bet we could move something near here.
There's a thing we can pull here that opens up a wall, and that makes it significantly easier to.
Gotta be something we can do here.
And then
Sounds
Alright, so I guess there should be there's a treasure room in front of us, but we can't get in there without some kind of key, which I believe is what's in the giant suspicious treasure chest that's like 4 times the size of a normal chest, and is completely normal and
They're out cold. We have the edge.
and definitely not a treasure chest that has a boss in it.
Greatest power. 2 remaining. Sword Master. Oh, holy light!
Magic Knight! Oh, shards of a stay focused!
We're all counting on you. Power of kings. Some darker arts.
What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone!
To ever greater. Ah, I didn't know I had it in me. Our immediate vicinity is secure. We should be safe.
Oh, I need to go back the other way. Okay. Thought I was closer to where the save point was than I actually was. Nope, I need to go up a ladder and then.
Hey, good one.
Alright, took out the weak zombies.
Hey, no trespass. On your guard. That's all of them. We're safe for the time being.
So before we open up this completely suspicious chest, we're gonna heal, and then we'll open up the chest. Hey, oh boy, this sure looks suspicious. What do you want to do? I'll say it's definitely a trap. I think so too, but we've been up and down this place and still haven't found the ring. You think maybe this chest? So let's open it. It opens up, and then all of a sudden all this light comes out of it, and surprise, it's a giant monster.
This is no good.
Yep, that's right. Would it have been, would it not have been wiser to, I don't know, not open it?
now.
I concur, but there's but there's no returning spilled water to its basin. The trap is sprung. Suppose you're right. Whether winging only prolongs this. Let's tear it apart and be done with it.
Stay on guard!
My thoughts exactly. All right. So the monster, in this case, it's red. It's much bigger. It has a crown on its head and a lot more jewels coming off it. It's the Trove Imitak. So we're gonna use the gold attack.
Critical hit!
Let's go.
It's a real aim!
No,
And it
holding
lands a
back.
critical, so it actually.
Come!
Slash.
As the point of a sword!
She says that word, but she's actually
Nothing
will have
personal.
highest may steal from it.
I'll be taking that.
Why,
Obtain
hello
crescent
there,
metal.
treasure.
It's enticed by the money, and then it uses Hellbound, which is a physical attack. But hey, it wasted one of its turns.
Still here? Now, are you prepared? Hack and slash. They die hard.
Magic Knight! I'll run you through!
Hulkenberg takes the boss out. We get 2,500 money, 300 Magla, 413 Archetype XP, 1,089 regular EXP. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack, Gallica says. Phew, that got ugly. Quite the indiscretion to fall for such an obvious trap, Hulkenberg says. So, did I see you pick something up? Oh, it's a treasure, perhaps. It's some sort of key.
Oh.
Oh ho, to a room somewhere, perhaps. A room under lock and key, which we hope a certain ring of value might be found, for better or for worse. Interesting. Finally, a turn of good fortune. Alright, we're looking for a door, then let's get the ring and get out of here. I'm sure we'll find more treasure chests along the way, and if they're anything like this one, we'll spring all the traps you like, but don't say I didn't warn you. Alright, so we can open up those 2 doors now, those suspicious-looking walls. So we head down this passageway. There might be zombies left in it still, I don't know. Oh, looks like I got all of them. So we head down. And around.
Come say hello, treasure.
So this one almost certainly will have a monster in it.
Incredible.
Nope, it doesn't. Surprising. Okay. So we go down and around. We're heading down that passageway where we open the wall again, but we're going to try to go and see if we can open up that treasure room. Because according to the map, there's treasure chests in there.
Gotta be What's this?
Maybe if we use the key earlier, it'll open up the wall. And the wall opens up. Because it had like weird designs on it, whereas all the other walls are just like regular sandstone.
Sounds crazy. But something.
And
Our risk pays off.
got a sand silk blouse. So some armor.
All right.
Here we go.
A sage's staff.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And some crimson fangs, which are, I think, weapons for Heisman.
Sounds crazy. But something's around here.
And now we can go back to the entrance and open up the door right by the entrance, which is where I believe the ring is at, and then we can get out of here. So.
What's this?
So we've got open up the wall, and just like the one in the other treasure room, it opens up to find a small little room with a bunch of pillars around it, and we open up the treasure chest, and there's a small treasure chest, and we found Malvino's ring, and we got nothing else to do in here, so we're gonna get out of this dungeon.
All right, nice.
Yes, this must be the ring. Didn't you say something about that ring having some rather sketchy backstory? All we've heard is that misfortune befalls the ring's owner, and if this place we found is any indication, absurd, foolish superstition at most. Well, how about we putting it on your finger then? Oh, well, you see... What are we, children? Come on, what are we, children? Well, it sounds like the very grown-up will be holding on to it then.
Please.
My God. So, it is concluded that, well, what means... That means its delivery is left to you. Shall we head out? I'd rather not linger here, but if you want, we could explore a bit more. I'll say, let's return to the entrance. Let's head back. Very well. Let us return to town tonight. We can focus on the mission once we're back there.
Hey.
It's gonna be night soon. We can't take the runner out in the dark. So should we call it? I'll say let's return to town. Yep.
Right?
We head back to town. Our team has their meal in the restaurant in Martira, back at the Martira Tavern. We found that ring that shady guy Kukulis wanted. Let's let him know soon, and maybe we'll finally be able to get Grease's dagger back. Can we really trust him, though? He conveniently forgot to tell us the place was full of fake treasure chests. No denying that, but if we want the dagger back, what choice do we have? We must swallow our superstitions for now, as we have few alternatives. Regardless, we shouldn't drop our guard around that one. What should we talk about? Fighting other candidates.
Still, though.
That Goddard sure is stubborn. Still, though, I guess time hasn't been very kind to him. Come now, he's lived twice as long as we have, though I hope to age more gracefully than that. He's a role model of a kind, a perfect example of what not to turn into, Nearest says, especially when you age like fine wine as I have. Was that a joke? Who should we talk about? Get some
Deadline
rest.
is...
It'll be a few days, but until the road to Brilehaven is restored. Why don't we make ourselves useful and see if anyone needs our help? A fine idea, Heismate says. Doing some good deeds is sure to earn us more support. Of course, we could also help ourselves by further developing our archetypes. You all look like you've been put through the ringer. Nothing like food and rest to fuel the mind and body, eh? Nori says, I'd say we earned our rest today. Good job. I relaxed with my friends, all of us sharing a brief moment of peace.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
All right then.
Why?
Okay, you have a reportable quest, so we can report our quest to Kukulus, who's hanging out here in town still. Where's he at?
Pardon? Why?
Barden's here. We can start a quest line with him as well. But I'm focused on this for now. Let's see where's.
All right then. All right then. All right then.
Maybe he's up here. The market.
All right then.
No.
That reminds me.
Tech request.
Actually,
The woman staying at the Inn of Martira is a famous chef, I hear. She's offering critiques for anyone who brings her. They say she's a little eccentric, perhaps we can learn a few things from her. Okay. Well, that's not helpful, Gallica. I mean, that is a quest I can take on, but that's not
Amazing.
useful to
Thank you.
me.
You really helped me out.
At this moment.
Why?
Maybe he's not out because of the rain?
Pardon?
All right then.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, in that case, I'll just talk to Barden and start his quest line. Oh, no, there he is.
Interesting.
You actually managed to retrieve the Malvino's ring, Kukulus says. This is impressive. I took you for talented, but more of a gem than you're more of a gem than I thought. A gem, anyways, don't forget your end of the bargain. Of course, I've already looked into it. In fact, I could get you your dagger back right now. What do you say? I'll say, let's go.
Then.
Alright, come on, stay hidden and let me do all the talking. So we're up in the market, and the guy's talking to the dude who stole the dagger. You're Mr. Highland, yes? I'm here on behalf of your father back in your hometown. You see, he's collapsed in a frightful illness that... What? You weren't aware?
The truth is...
Well, the illness requires a very specific herb to treat, one that native only to Virga Island. Now, if you travel expenses were taken care of... The man who stole the dagger seemed to completely believe Kukulus's clever story. Yes, just the dagger then, and I'll make arrangements to procure the herb, and then you can take it to him. I recovered your dagger, though he'd given me the clothes off his back if I'd asked. Figured you'd not approve of that. It's a lie, by the way, about his father being sick, but his town's so far away will be long gone before he finds out. Anyway, here you go. Kukulus retrieved the Grius' memento from the thief and returned it to me. After retrieving the ring, for Kukulus, he was able to get Grius' dagger back for us. Mission accomplished. So I got 15,000 Reeve and some courage and then the key item back.
All right.
No, I'm actually almost at level 3 for courage, which is nice. And my rank goes up to 211.
But of course.
No need to thank me. The efforts you went to far exceed mine. You've no idea how this ring's importance to me. With this, everyone will finally be free.
I appreciate
What?
it.
Oh, nothing. Anyway, truly, I thank you. And to show you my thanks, please allow me to help you. I can see it already. You're the real deal. The one truly fated to be our next king. And I can see, too, that you'll need my winning strategies to do it.
hang on.
Let me guess, your winning strategy is that smooth talking you demonstrated earlier. I don't think we need any con artist training, thank you. Come now, deception is more of an art than you know, and I have something of a knack for it, you see. You're kind, honest, to a fault, really, and for an upstanding chap like you to become king, you'll need someone versed in the darker, grayer areas, someone like me.
Be that as it may.
Of course, my guidance doesn't come without strings. This is business. You'll give me information about the places you visit, trends in the tournament, and royal magic. I mean, if that's all you want, then. Now we're talking. In that case, I need to let you in on one thing first.
The truth is...
My real name is Alonso. Anyone calling me Kukulus is one of my marks. Best if you forget that name altogether.
What?
What's with this guy? We moved to a tavern where I told Alonso all that's happened so far. Then, as we parted ways.
Remember those winning strategies I mentioned? Well, the first lesson starts now. I imagine you've led a rather rough life, considering the tribe you hail from. The world is full of unsavory sorts. That's why if you want to improve your life, you must never show a scoundrel mercy. If you're made a fool, you must pay it back in spades. Kindness is weakness, and the weak get robbed blind.
So I'll keep that in mind.
I'll keep that in mind. Regard this not as the art of deception, but rather how to steal hearts. The morally sound way, of course.
He's not trustworthy, but he does seem clever. Maybe I could use Alonso's tactics in the battle for the throne.
A what?
A wise choice. And they shake hands. I can sense no small amount of trust and anticipation from Alonso.
The devious schemer, Alonso. Within him dwells the virtue of the faker. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
New bond. Rank 1.
I assumed you were but
Faker
a momentary
archetype.
distraction, but there's
It's on the arm on the right side. One of the arms on the right side. So the Faker is like a debuff. You can now study the Faker in Academia. Try seeing what new powers await you. The Faker is the debuffer class. It
Who
doesn't.
wears the crown next matters little to me. But if it's you, I wager it'll be quite a ride. I'll be heading to Brilehaven after this. Let's meet again there.
Alright, so I can't do anything more with him until the next part of the story. But I'll be able to help out other characters as well. Back to Martira Tavern. I hear a voice. Heisme wants to push himself harder so we can hang out with him.
What do you...
So, let's see. Talk to Heisme. He needs to push himself harder. So he hangs out in the Gauntlet Runner in this particular town. Oh, it's you. Once we get some more pressing goals out of the way, I won't be sure of what to do with myself. I've been thinking how to resume this training drills from my Shadow Guard days. The battles ahead will demand no less of me. My apologies, but you business with me. Might we discuss this another time? I'll say. Could you teach me? Well, I'm afraid this training is tailored to a Yuji's stature. It's not a thing for you to learn. I'll say. It'll help me understand you. With my overflowing eloquence, which I just leveled up, by the way, as I needed level 2 of that, I was able to convince Heisme of the significance of observing his training.
I see.
I suppose knowing the fighting style of your allies would help broaden your possible strategies. Yes, that sounds reasonable. Mark my technique closely then, and you'll learn the ways of the Shadow Guard. But proper training does take time, a significant amount of it. If you mean to tag along, I hope you're ready to be here a while. So yep, I'm all set. Well said. A bit cramped in here, though, isn't it? Let's go in the woods nearby instead.
Now
we're in the forest. Let's start with a little test so you can keep up with my movements. If your reactions are fast enough to match me, you win. Now let's begin. So they both get into like a fighting stance, just with their fists up, though. No swords or anything. You're wide open. And Heisme uses like one of his ninja moves to get right behind him. I'll say, I couldn't keep up. I just couldn't keep up. I'll do it as many times as you like. Don't rely on sight. You must sense through your very skin. Your enemies aren't going to wait for you. Your body must move on instinct, so to buy time for your mind. I'll say, how can I do that? How can I do that? How indeed. Finding these answers is also part of the training. There is no clear answer, no correct way of improving, but at the very least, you can decide what you aspire to.
Then...
Want to keep going?
Then...
That seems enough for one day. Shall we show our drink then? Let us retire to my castle back on the runner. He's talking about his tent on the top of the tower.
Oh.
I found some fine spirits for myself, but even ambrosia would be tasteless when drunk alone. Would you like a cup of tea instead? And Will says, nods yes. Yes, a bracing drink, but nowhere near as good as the spirits back home. I'll say, do you miss your hometown?
Hold on.
Do you miss your hometown? Not particularly. Talking with you just reminded me of my son. It's been a long time since I abandoned my home. My son died without ever seeing that village. He looked up to knights, you know. He had a stout heart in that little frame. Might have grown up to be a fine knight himself had he lived. Another wish unfulfilled, I suppose. I'll never forget the day I cremated my son's body and mourned his death. Is it cremated? What do you mean by cremated? Ah, right. Not everyone else buries their bodies as they are without giving them to the flame.
The truth is...
It's the way of the Ujif boy. We burn the bodies of the dead and leaving only bones. The soul is freed through fire. Once released from the body, they go to their place in the beyond. Then those who remain must lay the bones to rest, somewhere suitable for the deceased. However, I've yet to find a place for my son to take his final rest. I can't imagine he'd be happy for his bones to be eternally moving and disturbed.
I apologize.
Apologies, I shouldn't be talking with you about this. I'll say I'd like to help. I'd like to help lay your son to rest.
No.
We've an important mission to accomplish. No room for detours in mind of any inconvenience, boy. I can put that burden on you. I'll say it's favor for a friend.
Let's do it.
Still, we can do it. It isn't just a random detour. It's a favor for a dear friend. Haizme.
Thank you.
Thank you for your kindness, truly. And when you hear that sound effect, that means I picked the right answers because I'm getting magma points. I'll do my best to return this favor through my efforts as your comrade. Thank you again. A toast, then, to cement our vow. You with the cup of delicious tea.
Cheers.
Yes, a toast, but not to mark my regret. To commemorate our coming together into the beginning of morning. I can sense Haizme's heartache for his departed son and his trust as a friend and ally. Rank up to rank 2.
My boy.
Thief Enlightenment reduces the magla cost to study the thief, and preternatural hearing displays the locations of strong enemies on dungeon maps.
My thanks.
We can save this for any time when you're free, lad. I'm grateful that you'll help me, though. And I dare say, tonight I'll rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
All right, then.
All right, so we got 5 days to go.
That reminds me.
Why?
Barden's here. We're going to talk to him.
Oh, you.
Well, hello there. What are you up to? The city's returned to its lively self, but were it not for all of you, thinking back, I do remember Lady Joanna disappearing at times, but I had not the slightest doubts about her then. I believed every word she and Morris had to say, and I carried on without a care in the world. In some ways, the situation has shined a light upon me own weakness, and I'll not make the mistake twice. I'd love to speak with you if possible. I hope you'll make some time for me. I'll say, of course.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh yeah, I just need your opinion on something.
And let me say it again. The town is safe now thanks to you. Couldn't be more grateful to you.
So we're just standing in a yard of some building somewhere in Martira. Excited man, Barden.
I heard you fixed up the hole in my shop's wall while I was gone. I could kiss you.
Why, 'twere no trouble at all. Your bonny wife had need of help, and we all have need of your shop.
Well, that may be, but I never knew a captain to be so generous.
My only wish is to render assistance in any way I can. Whatever wee matters I can take care of, I will. Even if they might not turn out as well as yours did.
What the hell? You bumped into me? Well, who could avoid those massive ears, you damn russant?
Looks like I need to go keep a brawl at bay. Hey, listen, both of you. Enough already. Sorry about that. Right tragedy for the town hero to see something so disgraceful.
I'm not bothered, but are you?
My skin ain't that thin yet. It's just... that kind of manky scene has been more common lately. Neighbours coming to blows. Good lads fighting. Whole town is right anxious. And that's what I wanted to discuss with you. I'm curious about you and your pals. You're all of different tribes, eh? Even got highs made to join up with you. How exactly did you get so many different people to come together as one?
I'll say we have a shared vision.
We have a shared vision, one which will benefit everyone.
That answer's befitting of you. So that's what brought you all together. And you're the idealistic leader. So it is. What we need here is a leader everyone acknowledges. We need a new system where the people themselves govern the town.
I'll say that sounds like a fine
I
idea.
think that sounds like a fine idea.
I'm much assured by your words. Thanks for being so accommodating. If you can manage it, would you help me out again sometime? With your consult, I know this town will keep getting better.
So I'll say, I'd like to help.
Of course. I'd like to keep helping you.
Oh, that would be a great help. Thank you. With your support, I'll be sure to make this town a nicer place to live.
I can feel Barden's profound love for the town as well as his faith in me.
The Honorable Guardsman, Barden. Within him dwells the virtue of the Commander. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
New bond. Rank 1.
I shall protect the town you all saved.
We can now study the commander. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the commander from Barden. You can now study the commander in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you.
I'd be glad if you came back soon. I'll try to have good news for you by then.
I parted ways with Barden and returned to the group. Back to Martira's town.
What?
Alright, so it looks like we can't really talk to anybody yet. I'll take this quest from the cook lady. Classy woman, please refrain from speaking to me. I am trying to concentrate and I cannot afford a petty. Oh, well, an elder with the fairy command. You must be the fool who thinks he can defy his tribe's legacy and take the throne. Thanks. I take it you don't sugarcoat anything. Who are you exactly? A fine question. I'm a chef who once served His Royal Majesty, otherwise known as the Queen of Cuisine. Well, that's quite the title, though you must have some serious skills to make food for royalty. I take it you don't work there anymore? I do not. If I could choose a king to serve, I'd want the true government gourmet with refined palate. By the looks of you, I'm not sure your taste must. I'm sure your taste must be pedestrian. Hey, rude. For your information, we collect all our own ingredients, and we've gotten pretty good kitchen in the table. Indeed. I wonder then if you could make a dish to satisfy me. I've got to cook something to raise the sunken spirits of this town, so I would appreciate a dish that I could use as inspiration for my own cooking. Is 5,000 Reeve appropriate? I'll add in some of my high-quality ingredients as well. I'm not simply looking for a dish that tastes good. I need a creation that can help revitalize the town's spirit. For example, a dish that uses local specialties. A dish that's easy on the stomach and rises to one's spirit after taste. Is that too much of a challenge? I'll say I'll do it.
Lovely, that.
Such confidence. Perhaps you are capable of surprising me. If your cooking proves worthy, I dare say I might actively support your fantasy. Dish using local specialties. How about mellow milk? That's easy. That easy food she mentioned, did she mean something soft and fluffy? Maybe we should start with the recipes that call for milk.
Let's give it a shot.
No deadline. So I just have to cook something. So I'll do this later because I need to work on Maria's quest line because one of her bonuses is you can cook without wasting time.
What? Why? Pardon?
Let's see here. So
Hello there.
Oh, I already bought the mellow milk, so that's good.
Well met, eh?
So we've got imagination here. Courage.
Say that.
Ah, tolerance. Masked woman, my, how remarkable you are. A person in this town electing to speak to a Mystari like me. You see, people reject what they do not understand. That is, they reject us. They push us in our foreign religion away, I'll say. Then help me understand. My lord, you continue to surprise me. I must admit you've piqued my interest. Well then, shall we go have a chat? A discussion on faith, the heart of the Sanctus town. A Mystari perspective on Sanctism, learning more about the Mystari's thoughts on the matter may help better support those in need, right? So understanding will help my tolerance. I'll say I want to hear. Pleased to hear it, then let's go elsewhere to talk. So we're looking on a cliff overlooking the town area. Have you been to Kriegant Castle? If so, then you must have met the Sanctress. So you already understand how deeply the state religion Sanctism is rooted in Martira's history. Yet we Mystari have a faith of our own, and as such we are scorned in this city. Though that would hardly be different from anywhere else. Your religion, is it in opposition to Sanctism? For our part, we're happy to be left alone to practice our faith, but Sanctism does not appear to share that viewpoint. I'll say they persecute the Mystari? Somewhat, yes. I have heard it's more direct in places like Montario. Are you well versed in the Sanctus dogma, O ye born with sin in your heart? Though adherence to faith, ye must atone. The word closure is an affirmation of asking for forgiveness. In other words, entrust all your worries to God and ask for His forgiveness, rather than the perfect doctrine for controlling a population, isn't it? Heterodox faiths like ours are inconveniences, not only on a religious level, but on a national one as level. That's why you ought to exercise caution. If you're openly opposed Sanctism, who knows what could happen to you? Why, even the tournament itself, it is perhaps another one of their measures to ensure our future oppression. I learned about the connection between Sanctism and the Mystari tribe. I feel improving my understanding of a different culture has increased my tolerance.
Now then.
And it goes up to level 2, which means I can talk to Maria. 'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, take up the mantle of benevolence, which shall spur thee to aid thy people. A conqueror needs that precious kindling which followers' passions may be inflamed.
If it pleases.
Do come speak to me again sometimes, if you've further interest in the Mystari. I talked with the Mystari woman for a while. I should get back to the inn soon.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
July 13th. Arbor's Day.
All right, then.
I hear a voice.
Mister?
We'll have to say goodbye soon. The sadness will come back. Maria comes to mind. Maybe I should talk with her. Alright. So, thank you for joining us in this video today. We're going to do the rest of the time leading up to our trip down to Brilehaven. In the next video, I figure the last 4 days plus the trip and the intro will be good for that one, to that arc of the story. Thank you so much for joining us as we continue to quest around Martira and Gran Trad. The story will pick back up in the next video as we head south for the next stage of the tournament. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and you'll like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.